A beautiful morning to you, beautiful morning to everyone out there, Nigeria, Lagos, anywhere you're watching us all over the world. A beautiful day, a beautiful new week, a beautiful and a splendid day that we are believing that God has given to us. And of course, good things come from God. That's why you have life this morning. And like I believe that you have the breath of life. So you have the breath of life. It means you have something good, something new you have to do. Are you ready to start? Are you going to be intentional about it? Are you ready, seriously ready for this week? If you are, you're welcome to Galaxy Television. The program is Family and Values. Okay, so how was your weekend? My weekend was splendid. Tiring sometimes at a particular point in time. And it went on like that. But thank God we still had time to rest. Yes, we had to squeeze that time to rest. And I hope you did the same. How's the family? How is everyone doing? And the children resuming today is another beautiful bumper harvest for you and I. I hope you are not facing any traffic or you did not face any. If you are still on the road is kind of still good. And I pray this week, this day is going to be a splendid one for you and I. I'm not here alone. My name is Remain Olori Adejoke Adubi David. I want to say a big thank you to Almighty God for giving us this day. And to seeing everyone in the studio, it is live, it is thankful, and we are grateful. Joy Girl is right here, the lady from Ayobosha.
Good morning.
A beautiful morning to you.
You look
how
good
you
as usual.
I they can resemble you. I don't want me to leave me behind.
If I hear.
I don't want you to leave me behind.
If I hear. Good morning to our esteemed viewers. Welcome to Family and Values. My name still remains Joy Abu. It's always a pleasure to grace your screen this morning. You know, when you see us on your screen, like I used to say, when you see the beautiful ladies, you know that it's time for Family and Values. How are you doing? You know, it's another week to start up right, to start great. My weekend, it was traumatic. You know, when we talk about being a single mom unexpectedly, people don't really understand what
They don't.
we mean. You know, there's nothing as painful as you see your husband the next minute, and the next minute they are telling you he's
No
gone.
more.
And pregnant at the same time, my dear, the story is something
Nobody
else.
wants to share that
Nobody
kind of
wants
situation.
to
Really.
leaving a pregnant woman and 11-year-old son behind, my dear. For the weekend was just very traumatic for me, but we thank God for life, like we used to say.
Thank God for life.
When you have opportunity to see another day, it's always a time to
Yes,
praise the Lord. Thank you. You know, you can't take those little things for granted
At all. You can't.
wake up strong. I know you should tell your Creator thank you.
I say
very
so.
important.
Thank
Very,
God.
very.
So have you said thank God this morning? If you have not, wherever you are seated, just say, God, I thank you.
Yeah, don't complain.
Yes,
you
it
know.
may seem that you don't have money like you are expected or you wish you had in your pocket or in your bank account. But if there is life, when there is life, forget, anything can still happen. And you are not lazy.
Anything.
As long as you're not lazy, be intentional about the dominion that you have, the intellect, the knowledge, and the wisdom to know what and how to put and what to do. And it will surely bring you financial reward. That's just it. This week is starting on a note as our children are resuming back to school. So
You know,
how is it?
why they
And
were-
some have started their jam exams.
Why
So-
the kids were excited? For me, I was looking at them one corner like this. That see this ones. Hey, you know the excitement of mommy wake me up by 4
You know, their friends, they have
In
missed
my
the
mind, I was
gist
like,
and
not
talk
only
and all
4
that.
a.m. It is me that will now face the underground pressure. Be waking up.
That's the
preparing,
beauty
cooking,
job
you
of
know,
motherhood.
everything, you know.
Bele.
And this morning, well, I actually expected a lot of traffic, but today was a bit friendly.
Yeah,
I know that
it
by
was.
tomorrow, if you
It
don't
was.
step out
Thank God the
quite
road
early-
was really friendly
Yes,
today.
It was.
And we're wishing all our children sitting for jam best of luck, okay?
Amen.
Jam will jam you and you get, you know, go above the pass mark, above the cutoff mark. That's just my wish for all of them out there.
To all our children that are resuming, the Lord
Yes,
will protect you,
yes, and keep
you
all of them.
preserved. There'll be no emergency cases.
By
you
God's
know.
grace.
The Lord will keep every child and
every
give
child.
parents the the ability, the grace.
And the knowledge, the heart of
knowledge.
patience. Yes, please don't scream at
Yes.
them. We have learned that. Don't scream. Whether you scream or you say it, normally in a normal way, they will still hear you. Yeah, they may not react immediately, but we need to understand that shouting or screaming can even make them to be agitated and not want to share or say anything with you. And this is time for me to wish some people happy birthday, to Telade Joju, also to Udo Esther and Rotarian Obafemi Craig of Lagos Television. Okay, so we'll be going into our mini feature right now. I want to believe you are ready. I want to believe you're going to be part of this program as you log on to our social media platform on Facebook, on Twitter, which is X, okay, now, and also on YouTube. And please use the number on your screen for information, feedback. We want to hear your questions. We want to be part of the program. And something new is about to happen. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Relationship is defined as mutual, ongoing, and voluntary interactions between two partners that is characterized by specific expressions of affection and intimacy. A relationship is any connection between two people which can be either positive or negative. When people talk about being in a relationship, the term is referencing a specific type of romantic relationship involving both emotional and physical intimacy, some level of ongoing commitment, and monogamy. That is romantic and sexual exclusivity, wherein members don't have this type of relationship with anyone else. That said, romantic relationships can take many different forms, from marriage to casual dating to ethical no monogamy. Few types of relationship. Committed relationship. A committed relationship is one where two or more people agree to continue being in a relationship for the foreseeable future. Casual relationship. A casual relationship is a relationship where two or more people may be dating regularly, spending time together, and engaging in romantic or sexual activities, but without any expectations for the relationship to last into the future. Ethically no monogamous relationships can be casual, committed, open, exclusive, dating only, sex only, or some combination of these categories, and people in these relationships may or may not use terms like boyfriend, girlfriend, or partner to describe each other. Situationship is a romantic relationship that hasn't been explicitly defined. People with healthy, positive, and supportive relationships are more likely to be happier and healthier. Things keeps couples together, maintaining healthy boundaries, open communication, and balancing busy schedule and priorities to find time for each other are some factors that keep couples together. Causes of unhealthy relationship: lack of support, disrespect, jealousy, lack of trust, low self-esteem, trauma, lack of communication, etc. Tips of a successful relationship: benefit of relationship, less stress, healthier behaviors, greater sense of purpose, longer life, emotional support, etc. Tips of successful relationship: get to know yourself, take the time to appreciate yourself, and get in touch with your emotions to be able to express yourself clearly and more effectively. Put in the work, set and respect boundaries, talk and listen, let go of control, reflect and learn.
Okay, welcome back. It's still Family and Values, and this morning we're looking into a very sensitive topic, and that is what you just heard from the mini feature. Deep truths to learn in relationship. Yes, relationship is sweet, love, A lot of dedication, a lot of commitment comes with relationship. Tolerance, long suffering, a lot, many things. But there are some deeper things that you may not even foresee. And like, so you mean I should keep quiet for him and you should stop, just start, This is where we want you to also understand that before two can come together to agree, one must to a little bit try to be patient, to hear the other, not just to hear, but understand. And it is not all arguments that you win in a relationship. So we need to know all these things. And we alone cannot do justice to this topic, deep truth that comes with relationship. We have in the house, by Zoom, right here in Lagos, Pastor Akin Anyowale is joining us live from Lagos. Hello, Pastor. Good morning. He's a relationship and marriage counselor, and is a family coach. Good morning, sir. How are you this morning?
Good morning, beautiful Olori and your partner there, Sister Joy. How are you guys doing? You are looking beautiful, radiant. I thought I would have become a native. You didn't tell me how to dress.
No, you're actually looking good. Seriously. Happy Joy.
Pastor, you know what I was expecting you to tell me.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Pastor, I was expecting you to tell me my usual beautiful Joy. How are you?
Beautiful Joy. How are you,
ma? I'm fine. Good morning. Good to see you.
Pastor.
You are looking very, very good.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so you're welcome to today's episode of Family and Values. And we're looking at deep truth to learn in relationship. With your wealth of knowledge, versus understanding and experience when it comes to relationship and also marriage. Are there other deep secrets that, is there any way that you can say, okay, there are other deep secrets that pops up while in a relationship? It just pops up like this. You are in that relationship. Maybe they've been on for 2 years, for 3 years. And, it just suddenly pops up. And this is when the relationship is about to, start going into proposal, will you marry me and all that, and it just pops up and you're like, excuse me, does it happen? Does such things happen?
Thank you one more time, my beautiful Olori and a beautiful Joy. This
she's shaking her head.
There are many deep truths that we need to, understand, especially when it comes to, there are so many assumptions that we have between both gender and the women, okay, the ladies, everybody. There are some assumptions that as you go in. One of those deep truths is that all women are the same. Okay? Another, not true. Okay? It is when you enter that you know that all women are not the same. That's the truth. I beg to differ. All women are not the same. Okay? Mentality in your heart as a man, and you go into a relationship with it, it's likely that you are going to be surprised and full of surprises, because you will soon discover that they are not the same. Women are not the same. Women are you. It maybe a past experience or whatever is the one, or generality assumption of people that say so all women love money. There are beautiful women out there that, you see, I meet with people every day and I see all these things happening every day. I'm telling you, there are good beautiful women that are not like every other woman outside. The same way, there are very loving, lovely men out there who have not been corrupted. I'm telling you the truth. So that if you don't have a good sense of going into our society for relationship, there is that tendency for you not to know the truth that no, people are not the same. They are not. I'm telling you, one example that will bless you is that is not the same in Nigeria. I'm talking about Nigeria. It's not the same way that Igbo will react or Yoruba. I mean, two things I can use to describe what I'm talking about. So that's number one thing that you need to know, that we all women are not the same. That if you go into a relationship with that, you are likely to miss it. I hope you are hearing me.
Sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, you've done well.
I want to ask, now we know that yes, there are deep truths that we need to know. We know that yes, there are deep truths that are there in relationship. But for the sake of our viewers who don't really know these things, can you mention or state some of these deep truths that pops up in relationship, or we just see in the course of our relationship? Can you state it so that people, our viewers out there, will have an idea of what we are actually talking about?
Okay. All right. Love, people say, oh, love is blind. It's not blind. Lord can see clearly. If love is blind, marriage, you open your eyes. Okay. So love is not blind. That's number one you need to know. You need to be factual. Number two, relationship. That is a fallacy. Okay. Love is not enough in relationship. All right. Love is not enough. You have to add some things to it. Sacrifice. Okay. Denial, loyalty. There are a lot. Commitment. That's number two. Number three, people say it's 50-50. Okay. It means you are bringing 50 to the table, I'm bringing 50 to the table. No. Relationship is 100%. If you are not ready for 100%, then you are not ready for relationship. At times, it will even go more than 100%. 50-50 mindset into relationship is a danger. It may not work. All right? That's number four. Number five, you see, money is very important. Finance, a relationship. Oh, take me as I am. This is no. You need to work hard. All right. You need to work hard. Finances is very important in relationship. Yes, money is not everything, but money is part of the things. In fact, it's a major thing. It's a major pillar for a successful. All right. Number five or number six, as the case may be. All right. Family background, I call it foundation, is very important also. Okay. It's very, very important. No matter the region that you come from, family is very essential, very important to a successful relationship. Maybe I will stop at that number six.
Okay, now family is very important and it's very, very essential. Now I want to ask, what do we do when we start seeing all these attributes or all these, deep truths, as you have stated them, start creeping in? Is this something we can find solution to, or we should such a person should just zoom off?
Well, there is no I don't want to call it problem. There is in relationship. Okay, only if the two parties that are involved are willing. Okay, there is no conflict that is unresolvable. The condition is if the two parties, both man and woman, are willing. If one of them is not willing, it's unresolvable. Okay, so there is when we begin to go into relationship, okay, we need right? Most of the time, the challenge we have, even with counselor, is this: people already made up their mind. Okay, they have already. There are a lot of assumptions that this is this. Now, when people enter into a relationship and you begin to see all these deep truths, you need to understand one thing and be honest to yourself. All right. Uh, um, um, Let me take, for example, so that for clearer understanding, you suddenly discover that, oh, the family are not compatible, or maybe one family is not willing, they are not supporting your relationship. Now, you need to be factual to yourself. Well, let me bring it to a very, very direct example. Why is family against you? I have a niece that is going through this right now. The boyfriend is SS, sickle cell, and this girl is bent on, no, I love him, I want to go. Listen to me. And then now, you have to count the cost that SS or sickle cell is not a child's play. You understand? So you need to understand whether to go with your family or you want to stake your name. Have we not seen some people that have this particular challenge and they overcome? Yes, we have many of them.
Yes.
But can you stand it? Can you take it? Can you, with your faith, carry you? Let me use that word. Do you understand what you are doing? So it's very important that we understand all these things. When these things come up, it will reveal how prepared you are. It will reveal how sincere you are in that relationship. It will, you see, challenges and conflicts has tendency to reveal what we are made of, how prepared we are in that relationship. Because when challenges come, when we face all these deep truths, when it's staring us at face, like you are facing it, like, oh, this is it right now, it will reveal how honest you are in that relationship. It will reveal how, capable you are, how prepared you are in that relationship. All right. So okay, to answer your question, when we begin to see all these deep truths, it's a matter of you, being honest to yourself. You want to go, you want to go ahead. All right. Nobody will say, oh, because my parents said we are not supposed to get married. Me, I am 24 years in marriage right now. My mom woke me up around 2 a.m. those days to tell me that my wife that I married right now, that I cannot marry her. I mean, she told me, face to face like this. All right. And I said, well, I don't want to go against my parents. I don't want to go against my mom, because I know that, mother-in-law and wife, the issue. So I said, okay, no problem. I hands off. So I called my wife right now, who was my girlfriend. I said, you see what? Okay. This is what is going on. My mom does not want this marriage. Well, if you still believe in this marriage, in this relationship, then you will give me some time, because I want her to grow into it. And she said, okay, she'll wait. So after 2 years, right, my mom called me back. I'm not going to get married. I said, well, I've made up my mind. I'm not going to. I'm not going further because you didn't like the person I want to marry. She said, well, if she's still the one, maybe we can look into it. I said, okay, are you sure? He said, yeah. Then I told my wife now, who was my girlfriend, well, Mama has agreed. Okay, can we go? And under 1 year, we got married. So that's what I'm saying.
Thank God.
Okay, Pastor, I love this scenario you just painted, but then I want to ask, some of these deep truths, can it lead to heartbreak? And what if I decide that I don't want to opt out, I want to stay? You just gave a very typical example of what happened to you. You asked, you spoke, you had a conversation with the lady and said, give me 2 years.
Yeah.
Now, some people might not have that patience to wait for 2 years. They'll feel like, well, if she doesn't want to marry, if she doesn't want us to marry, you're not the only man. I'm moving on with my life. And obviously, 24 years down the line, I'm sure if she had taken that decision back then, she would have been regretting, like, no, because somehow all these things keep interplaying. Now, For somebody who have seen this
Sure.
deep truth, and you know that this thing can lead to heartbreak, you know that definitely all these deep truths will give you heartbreak, but you still want to stay. You're saying, no, 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 no. Yes, I'm seeing it, but I'm going to stick. You still mentioned the case of the sickle cell, you know. I had a friend who was married. Both of them are SS, and they have twins. Luckily for them, they are financially okay. Their kids don't have that. I think one of them is A.
Wow.
But then you have cases like that, very few. They decided to stick to each other. For people that say, yes, I want to stay, what is the way forward? I know I'm seeing that all these deep truths can cause heartbreak, but I'm ready to stay. What's the way forward?
Well, if you are ready to stay, like I said, you have to count the costs. 2, you have to go for. Listen, the truth of the matter is, marriage is forever till death do us part. Now, wedding is just for 1 day, or at most 2 days, or at most 1 week, because you want to show yourself. Now, but marriage is forever. I discovered that people prepare for that wedding event. They spend millions, as you all know. The event planner, the cameraman, the cake, the gown. That is what is in the head of most people. So you will discover that people don't really count the cost of commitment that is required. All right. When there are issues, these deep issues that comes up during our relationship, you see, it's very essential that you get the professional counselor who will open your eyes to what you are going into. Don't just say, I am sticking to it. I am sticking to it. Will you stick to it after 5 years? After 6 years? When the reality.com has happened, will you still maintain yourself? So if you are sticking to it, you have to be honest to yourself. Get other views. While those things are going on, I told you of my own. What I did was, okay, I told my fiancé like that time, said, you know what, we have to hold on, all right? And I began to speak to people. Okay, what do I do? Do we go to court and just do this thing? What do I do? And I got right counsel that, okay, be prayerful. Maybe she saw something, all right? But that decision helped me, to hear other people, especially the counselors, those people that are being into what I want to go into. I sought their advice and they gave me good advice, which I'm still thanking God for today. So if you want to go ahead, you don't want to suffer heartbreak, I actually say this, listen, broken relationship is better than broken marriage. And the heartbreaks, yes, it's 2 heartbreaks, but one is deeper than the other. You understand? The one will leave a long scar on you than this one that you can get over it. All right. So it starts with, what do you want? Are you sincere? Can you pay the price? So those are the things that you need to tell yourself that, okay, I'm sticking on. Don't just close your eyes. You are blindfolded. No, go and seek for counsel. What do I do? And you'll be able to make proper decision. That's my take on that.
Okay, Pastor, thank you so very much. We'll be going on this break, so don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Pastor, don't go anywhere. We're still on this topic, deep truths, okay, that we need to learn in relationship. So it's time for us to go for a word on marble, and we'll be right back, so don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Okay, our word on Marvel says they must learn to support each other and help each other. Welcome back. It's still Family and Values, and we've been discussing deep truth we need to learn in relationship. And so we've been discussing with Pastor Akin Anyowale. Pastor, it's so good to still have you with us. And I want to ask,
thank you, my beautiful ladies.
Is there any way we can measure some of this deep truth? You know, you talked about sickle cell. One is sickle cell, or you want to I can put my head. I don't want to say. Anyway, you have said faith, so your faith shall make you whole. But in the process of faith, you must also put into cognizance what comes or lies ahead. Okay? Because on his he lied the head that wear the crown. Joy was sharing an experience she had over the weekend. What measure? And as she was saying it, I was like, almost still thank God, say this person still get money to be able to run things. Because if there is no money, your husband just died, she's pregnant, and you know she'll have to take the husband's corpse down to the village where the husband hails from, and she has an 11-year-old son. She's heavy, no family member is there to help her, and they are demanding for the dead corpse, the body of their son, blah 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 blah. Like I say, on it's not an easy thing. Is there any way to measure this deep truth? Because it will happen. I'm not saying it will happen that, you know, your husband dies suddenly. But, you know, one needs to prepare one's mind, either wife or husband, before you dip your legs into those shoes that I want to be a parent. Are you ready to pay the rent? Are you ready to go through all these things? Are there measures one can put so that you like balance yourself and say, when is here, I know I will be able to stand. How do we measure this? This deep truth.
Thank you, my beautiful Lorraine. Now, how do we measure this? See, let me give you a scenario. As a young lady that you are in a relationship, let me assume, and you want to go into marriage, there are some things that you need to, we call it red flags, okay, that will tell you that whether this thing is going to end well or not, especially if you are the honest one, if you are the honest truth, okay, the honest one. I'll give you an encounter I had with one of my, it's unfortunate that she's late right now, okay, she was my member, she brought a guy, they came for counseling. In the process of counseling, some truth came up. You understand that? You see? And I called this lady aside. I said, you know, you are my own. I will tell you the truth. I'm not sure of this. Pastor, don't worry. Hey, he's just shy. The guy is just shy. He's a very good guy. You know, she said everything beautiful about the guy. And I told her, okay, no problem. You are the one in the issue. So, you know, top it up. The young man bought a car a week to their wedding and gave it to this girl. It was in her name. Well, the receipt that he brought to the counseling. All of us were happy, including me. I'm telling you, I was happy for her. Good. But something inside me was saying that no, there is this red flag. This guy is not sincere enough. How can somebody love like this? You know? To cut the long story short, we did the wedding. And a week after, all this truth began to open up. He collected the car. I mean, a lot of things happened. All right? What I'm saying is, to measure it, there are red flags. Number one red flag is, you see, there is something inside you. You don't need a prophet to, I'm telling you. There is something inside you. Some call it instinct. Some call it the leading of God. There is something inside you that will tell you in your quiet time, when nobody is there, you will always know that, hey, that's simple fear. Should I go? Simple doubt. Should I not? Listen to it is very important. Number two, there are physical things also. Physical things, especially if you are a very good person, one or two people can call you and tell you, you know what, this. Listen to people, listen to it. I'm not saying that you should invite people to decide for you, but okay, they said God will not send an angel, he will use men, right? Number three, physical things also. I will give an example about this also. You want to go into marriage, your to-be husband is not working. Listen to me very well. It's not working. He's going to get let him get a job before you go ahead. Don't say because you are working right now, you have money in your hand and blah 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 blah. You can take care of. You guys are looking fine. I'm not doubting him, okay, but it's a red flag. Okay, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, he's still looking for a job. No, let him get one or let him start something. All right, because finance is also a very, very important aspect of relationship that people hide under. They hide under, well, it will be better. I don't have now. Yeah, I will have later. Don't despise me. I'm not despising you, but get it. Somebody that wants to get married, I believe there are some basic things that you must have. You must have vision. If you don't have it, have a vision. What do you stand for? Okay, where are you going? You should know all these things. Then, are you going to the same place? As a lady, can you see yourself in the life of that man, in his vision? He told you he's going to be a governor. Are you cut out to be the wife of the governor? Are you? There are some people that they are not cut out for it. I don't like politics, so those are signals. Those are signals that you should do to measure yourself. Oh, he's a banker. Do you want to marry a banker? All right. Those are signals to you that you must pay attention to. So it can be measured. It's measurable. I can go on and on and on that.
Okay, Pastor, when we talk about deep truths, can self-care or the qualified one be tested? Now, we're talking about deep truths here. We're talking about things that can pop up in a relationship and everything. Can self-care or the qualified one be tested in the process? Because sometimes you feel like, I want to put this person through a test. Let me know what will be the outcome. And one of the tests you see people put people through is trust. They say, okay, we've had instances where somebody will set up his partner with another lady and, to use my friend, let me set my husband to be, whether he's going to flirt, all those things. And then you've had times where somebody will say, you know what, I just want a break, let me process this thing, let me take care of myself, let me understand what I'm going into. All these processes, can we all say it's part of this different truths that we're talking about?
Thank you, my beautiful Joy. Listen, self-tests. The person has already failed. I don't believe in self-test personally, right? That, okay, let me test him about this. In the act of it, the person has already failed and he will fail, I can assure you. How can you test your boyfriend with another lady? Okay? No. Instead of that, right, I believe that you can talk to the person. Communication is very, very important. Engage him or her in that area that you are trying to test him or her. Engage the person. Engage the person. When you engage the person, you will know the truth. See, forget Olori, forget these things. We always know. That's the truth. We always know. Before you put somebody to test, you will know whether the person will pass or fail. So if you know that, even if you know that he's going to pass, so why the test then? Why? If you are so convinced that he's going to pass.
Okay, I think we're having network issue right now with Pastor.
Yeah, the network
We're
is
really rounding this off. Okay, it's
back. Sorry.
Thank God. Yeah, it's the network.
Can you hear me now?
Welcome back. Yeah, we can hear you. Go on, sir. Go on, sir.
All right. So I was talking about putting your spouse to be to test. I don't believe in that. Instead of that, engage him or engage her. Because you cannot trust, if you trust your guy, or you trust your lady, what about the person that you are using as a bait? Do you trust the person? Do you know the intent of that person? Instead of going through that stress, and instead of exposing yourself to danger, I subscribe to engagement. Engage him in that area that you are doubtful. Engage him. The worst will be that he will lie to you. Forget these things, Olori. Forget these things, beautiful Joy. We always know the truth. I'm telling you, we always know there is this thing that will tell us that no, this thing that you are doing is not right. All right. So you don't need that test. All right. You just need to engage the person and pick the truth. Mind all the red flags and be truthful to yourself. I'm telling you, it's going to work.
Okay, Pastor, I want to ask this. Thank God you said we always know the truth. We always see it. But if I just carry your face and no, it's just one of those things. You will get over it. It will be all right and all that. But can we now say it could be intentional? Whoever is hiding that attribute. We have seen relationships that after 3 months, of wedding, after 3 months, maybe they've gone into relationship for about 5 years, and finally the lady said, just like we're saying, you know the truth, you just carry face, don't worry, it will change, you'll be okay. By the time I get home, I will show him all the love and all that. And we have seen relationship that immediately after the man or the woman get hooked and they're finally husband and wife, they come up with another hidden, attributes, character, plans that even the lady will like, is this, do you mean for 5 years, for 3 years, do you mean? And it went on and on. Like, imagine someone who the guy, when they were dating, never raised his hand on and been pampering her. The moment they got married, any little thing, slap, beat, punch, and all that. Can we now say it was intentional, or it was mostly a way of life for that person? That's just the way that person is. It comes like, a mental state of mind. Can we say it is intentional, or the person actually need help, or is a way of life for that person?
Thank you, my beautiful Olori. Again, I would say that cannot be, okay, let me say it this way. See, marriage does not change anybody. That's the truth. Marriage, this one that, I'm going to change him, when we got married, it's going to be better. No, it's not true. That's the truth. It's not true. See, any character, that's why I spoke about some of the deep truth. One of it is family background, okay? The way the person was raised, the way the parents raised him, okay? Where he came out from. It's important you pay attention to it. I'm telling you, before you go. There is no trait that you see. There is no new trait that you see in marriage that has not been there. Yes, he can suspend it. He can work on it. He can pretend or just work on you not to see it, because how long will you cut? At most you cut for 3 years, 4 years, okay? Somebody can hide, okay? I've seen the situation whereby somebody hide for a woman for like, when we're in school, okay? We're in part 2. I studied 5 years course for 3 years. He deceived all of us. But after they got married, immediately after our NYS, they got married, the truth came out. But we now discover that the lady didn't do due diligence. It was messy. I'm telling you. All right. So, but what I'm saying is this: go to the foundation. Go to the marriage. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can. Life and we can hear you.
Go to the family. Go to the family. Check all the siblings. That's why I tell people, don't do any secret relationship. All right. Get to know the brothers and sisters. If somebody is saying that, let's just be watching, okay, let's just do this one, okay, I don't want this one to know, he's hiding something. Okay, get to know the friends. Show me your friend, I will tell you who you are. It takes two to agree before. By their friend, I will know. Okay, check the friends, check the family, check the brothers, check the mother and father. Just check them out. Okay, even if they said, okay, you can't know my parent now, but you can know the brother. I mean, spend time and look at them, look at the traits. If they have anger issue, okay, you will know. You will know. If this girl, I mean, this guy is not a faithful one, you will know. If he sleep around, you will know. If the girl is not industrious, she's a lazy lady, you will also know. Wow. You understand what I'm saying?
Thank you so
we
much,
need to do that due diligence is important.
Thank you so much, Pastor Joy.
Thank you so very much, Pastor. Before we let you go, would like you to give us your 1 or 2 take on this, your general advice coming from a place of a counselor. At least you can do that for us in just a minute, before we let you run off. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, my beautiful Joy. My round of encouragement to all, especially in relationship, is this. You need 3 basic counseling before you say yes. I always say you need your parental counsel. Please don't despise it. All right, they may be old-fashioned, they may not be up to date, they may even be poor, but they have something. Don't despise it. 2, don't despise your spiritual counsel. Whether you're a Muslim or you are a Christian, listen to them. All right, listen to your pastor or your imam, as the case may be. Spiritual counsel is very, very important. Then number 3, professional counsel. Go for it. It will balance the two for you. If you take these 3, it's not likely that you miss it. I'm telling you, because they will pop up. If it didn't pop up in your family or parent, it will pop up with your spiritual advice. If it's not there, the professional will get it out. Glory to God.
Thank you so very much, Pastor. It's good to have you. We've been discussing with Pastor Akin Anyowale. He is a relationship and a marriage expert and also a family coach. We wish you the very best of this week and have a splendid day. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Pastor.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my beautiful lady.
Okay, sir. So, Joy, you heard it.
Yes, sometimes, when we talk about these things, it's not because we just want to talk. These things really happen. You will see this, like Pastor said, the guest said, your instincts. If you're a child of God, the Holy Spirit will always, when you're right, the Holy Spirit will rebuke you. When you're on the right track, the Holy Spirit will definitely tell you that this thing, no matter how somebody pretends, that instinct, the Holy Spirit in you will always say there is more to discover. There is more to this thing. That is why, if even aside marriage relation, even with your fellow, there's not somebody who will be too nice to you. You'll be thinking that no, there's something until that thing comes up, and then you can say, hey, this was what I was pinning up. But generally, we just have to be, careful before you jump into that relationship. Please do your investigation right. Background check is very key and it's important. On that note, I'm going to say thank you very much for being a part of Family and Value this morning. My name still remains Joy Abu. We are streaming across all our social media platforms. Please follow our YouTube channel on Galaxy Television so that you can watch our exciting episodes. And you can follow me on Joy Abu Official. And that's across all my social media platforms. You see this beautiful lady there? Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so tomorrow we'll be discussing something very interesting for the single parents. Habits that can improve single parents' life. Habits that can improve single parents' life. I'm sure you don't want to miss this because we have someone very energetic and very scintillating, electrifying lady that will be discussing this with us. So all I just want to do is to stay tuned to Galaxy Television tomorrow by 9 a.m. and you're not going to be disappointed. I want to say thank you. You heard from Pastor, your parents' counsel, your spiritual counsel, and a professional counsel will help you to build a relationship. Your foundation is very important. Your foundation is what will lead and help your marriage by the time you get married. On that note, I want to wish you the very best of today on behalf of everyone that we have done today's program in the studio and the MCR at the gas at the top. Ogadewale, thank you for being here, and I want to wish my partner to a very beautiful day ahead. My name is Remain Olori Adejoke Anubi David. Stay tuned for the rest of the program on Galaxy Television. Don't go anywhere. Bye for now.